What's going on, traders? Thanks for tuning in today's YouTube video. My name is Darius, and today I would like to give you an update for the EURUSD and of course the GBPUSD. Now, if you've been following me the last couple of days and weeks about EURUSD and the GBPUSD, now you should be definitely in very nice profit. Both pairs went crazy to the downside. Okay, EURUSD not that much. EURUSD is about to drop much more, but the GBPUSD went pretty nice to the downside. We in the inner circle were currently floating in nice profits, and today I would like to give everybody a new update. I would like to explain you what kind of movements we can expect this whole week. So it's also a weekly analysis, which everybody should definitely follow if you are trading right now those two pairs. Now, guys, before I'm going to start off, just a quick check over here on my link tree. You can join here every single time my public Telegram channel to not miss any new updates, any new analysis that I also post on TradingView. Here is the link for the inner circle to join me trading. Then if you're wondering about what broker I'm using, because yeah, I know there are a lot of manipulative brokers out there, money making brokers and stuff like this, so definitely choose mine if you do not have anyone, because they also have very tight stop loss, very nice spreads. I'm 2 years with this broker. I'm super happy. Every single time when I wanted to withdraw my money, everything happened. And yeah, also they have right now the 1 million promo action still running, two months, and then it will be finished. So make sure to take advantage of it. I personally already won $5,000 only with this challenge. And yeah, everybody can win up to 20,000 every single month. So make sure to check it out if you've been wondering about my broker. Okay, guys, then I would say let's get it right into the analysis, starting of course with the EURUSD. Now here, from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that this market looks like it is in a very strong uptrend, right? So you can see here a strong impulse, correction, impulse, and right now we are still in that correction, and the market is currently giving us a retracement to the upside. Now, I took from here, from the low to the high, I took this Fibonacci tool, and what I've seen over here is that the market has been retracing between the 0.786 and the 886. Now that means right now we have a high chance that probably this market is about to return. So right now you can still look at this market as it is still below this monthly level of resistance, which is located exactly here at the 0.5. So I'm super interested right now how the market will develop, but it still looks, from my point of view, like the market is going to go down lower, because if we're going to reject this resistance, then the market has a high chance to complete this movement to the downside, and then we're going to anticipate this movement as an impulse correction, and right now we expect another impulse to the downside, and the EURUSD will be turned a little bit more bearish. I also explained it to you in the last YouTube video why I see the EURUSD going more to the downside. It's not only because of this resistance, but it's also because of the market has printed over here that W formation, and we didn't get that proper retracement that we wanted to see. So that means for us right now, it's time to adjust it. It's time to view right now this whole thing as a strong impulse, and we should wait for the market to give us a stronger movement to the downside. Now, this is how I have mapped out this level when the market was around this area. And look here, exactly where the area of the 0.382 is located, we can spot definitely a very strong area of supply. Okay, as you can see, that month over here that we had was a very strong manipulative month. Why? Because it cleared both sides. It cleared everybody who took buys from here, and it cleared everybody who took shorts from here and also from here. And then the market at the end of the month, it just closed within the middle, and then it just took off. So very strong manipulative candle, and that means we have liquidity on both sides. So definitely we also have liquidity at the area below. Now, if the market will ever go to the downside, then of course to test this level, but I more than likely expect the market to only test this before moving up higher. But also this one is not absolutely necessary as long as we're going to be above this low, okay? Because this low over here, I already determined it as a level of demand. So from my point of view, this whole area over here is a level of demand. This is why the market even started from here, that correction. But if it will remain at the correction, then we cannot expect the market to go down lower till this level or even lower. Okay, so we have here some liquidity spikes and definitely a high chance for the market to spike into those levels, and then we're going to monitorize price action within these areas to close our positions and of course to also take some long. So it will be very interesting for us. Right now my bias is still bearish. As we can see, everything is strong moving to the downside. You can see it also from the weekly perspective. You can see how the market was just impulsing to the downside. So this is your first impulse, correction, impulse, bigger correction in this case, and then another impulse, correction, impulse. And right now we are facing resistance. We're facing supply. So this is this area over here that I'm talking right now. The market has been testing it, and if you're going to take right now the fib retracement from the high to the low, you will spot the 0.32 located over there. And if you're looking at this impulse only, then you will see perfect movement till the 0.786. Now for the EURUSD, the 0.786 is kind of a magic number. It retraced this level multiple times. You can watch right now here in the right corner the one EURUSD video where I explain you how to predict every single movement on the EURUSD. So this movement over here to the downside, everything was completely clear. Only at that point over here I was explaining you that we got two options from here, the market to go up higher. This is exactly what it did. It gave us that movement to the upside, but it failed to go up even higher. So instead of going higher, it went just crazy to the downside, breaking these lows. Now currently I'm looking at the EURUSD market at this area of supply, and this is why I expect with a very high chance the EURUSD to go crazy to the downside from here. And we got the chance to go to this level of demand that is located exactly between the support here of the 0.272. So I'm definitely looking at this area for a nice potential correction again to the upside. So this is how I'm looking at it. So we can definitely expect a movement like this before the market will give us a correction, or probably even the bullish continuation. That's possible, and if not, then we're going to test the 0.618 or even lower, like we already determined from the monthly impulse. So based on this whole movement over here from the low till the high, we can spot here some levels. So for example here, the 0.5 would be very nice. As you can see, 0.5 is pretty nice aligned with this resistance here, with this spike. So from my point of view, this is not a resistance, it's more likely a swap area. So it will be turned as a new level of demand, because the market from here started a strong manipulation, breaking these lows over here. And this is why I would like to see from here a strong reaction to the upside. And a little bit below, you also have another level of structure, which is this one over here. And probably if this one will not hold, it will fake out to this next one, and then from here we will see some bullish continuation. So let's see. This is kind of an analysis for you, just to keep in mind this is the bigger picture always, and we need to keep that in mind. Okay, right now I'm more than likely just expecting the market to go down till this level over here, till this weekly level of demand, which is perfectly aligned based on this impulse that we have over here with the structure. So it's super nice. I definitely expect right now that movement to the downside, and then afterwards a little bit of a correction and probably the bullish continuation. It's not absolutely necessary. We will see. I will definitely give you then an update. Right now for us, more important is, let's have a look on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, this is also a pattern which the EURUSD has been given us multiple times. It went to the upside, it gave us a bearish movement to the downside, then back up, and right now again strong movement to the downside. And that means right now we have two chances. We have chance number one, that the price will fake out a little bit and then move crazy to the downside, or it will just go down from here lower. I do not expect right now this kind of movement. Okay, of course, it's possible. We have here definitely some structure level located. More than likely, I do not expect that this is going to be the case. Now, having a look right now from a retail trader perspective, we will see here some support resistance structure, and retail traders will look from here to buy it. And this is why I expect probably a movement to the upside, but then we're going to smash it. Why? Because exactly over there we have a lot of liquidity located, and I would like to see smart money traders grabbing the liquidity in order for them to make profit. Okay, and then I expect the overall bearish continuation. Now you also see here from a structure perspective that we have here that resistance. So this is my resistance, which we broke to the upside, and this is why this one over here isn't W formation, and therefore from my point of view definitely here a level of support. Okay, so when the market will go down lower, it has the chance from here to respect it, and if it will respect it, then we could go eventually higher. Okay, so we could go easily from here like this, or second scenario, price will go from here till that one. So as you can see, this is how trading really works. You need to understand where your zones are, and you should trade it from zone to zone. This is kind of my approach when it comes to trading. The key is then, of course, to find here pretty nice setups with tight stop losses in order to get big risk rewards while just trading some simple movements. And you can then put your entry to stop loss just to make sure you go risk free. Because probably when you see those two scenarios, you can catch the movement to the upside, and probably you will catch that one, or you will just catch the correction. If you will catch only the correction, you will see a stop loss hit at entry, or if you have a nice risk reward, then you can close it here, right? Everything depends then on your current trading plan. So let's have a look right now what we can expect. So like I told you, we can expect right now movement to the downside. This is what I personally really expect. I will trade that movement to the downside, and then afterwards I will look here to close it, but probably we're going to go lower. This is my approach. I'm more than likely expecting EURUSD to go lower, to see another strong movement to the downside. But let's see. Definitely closing here will be a nice idea. Okay, so it's a little bit difficult to tell. On the 4 hours, you can spot right now this whole thing as a correctional channel, but I do not like this that much. But if you come down to the 1 hour, you will see something interesting. You will see here this kind of trend line, and you can see that we already faked out a few times, which brings me, okay, maybe we can a little bit readjust this like this. And then it looks from my point of view like this is the real break of it, retest, and now we can expect the bearish continuation. So let's see. Not sure of that one. I do not trade trend lines resistance because of you can draw it like this, like this, like this, like this. So it's really not my approach. But what I wanted to illustrate with you with that is that this is definitely a sign of liquidity. So I will look for the market to come down till this level. Like I already explained to you, it's a strong level of liquidity. And that means I definitely want to see the market spiking through this level. Why? Because retail traders will look at this area, okay, I have a chance to buy it from here. But we know we are currently at this area of supply, right? So we are currently moving to the downside from the daily level of supply, and this is why I'm looking to short it. And the market is currently building liquidity by providing us this kind of structure, by providing us here this support, because support is always for retail traders a signal to buy it. But from my point of view right now, because I know the overall context, I know the environment of EURUSD, I know that we are approaching supply, I know that we are in a bearish impulsive movement to the downside, and right now we're just finishing the correction afterwards. And that means I have a high chance that we're going to see a nice bearish movement. And if I see support level, then this is liquidity, guys. Okay, this is why also here previously I thought about the market could go down from here to the downside from this level. Okay, that trade setup failed, but that's not a problem. Look here, the market is giving us here that information, correction, and right now look at this. We started the next impulse to the downside. And this level is just liquidity, You will see how EURUSD will just boom, just breaking this level like hell. Okay, I think that's enough for EURUSD. I think you've understand my approach. Plus, in addition, look at this. You can spot this as an left shoulder head, and this is right now the right shoulder, and you will see then strong movement to the downside. So with these patterns, market always try to create that liquidity. Let's go to GBPUSD. GBPUSD from the monthly, I already explained to you why I wanted to see to go more to the downside. It's because of this impulse, and right now we're about to face the 0.32, but I wanted to see the market going down till the 0.5. Okay, the reason why we're going to expect this is because of that's an historical level of resistance. So look this resistance here, and right now it should be turned again as support. It looks pretty nice. Should be definitely the target, probably even going lower. Let's see if we are going to do this. From the weekly perspective, we are super bearish. Look here, this is the impulse. The market already broke with the last weekly candle right now, the 0.618, and that was, from my point of view, an additional confirmation right now. Okay, it was a good approach to short it in the inner circle. It's good that we're still in this trade because we can definitely expect that stronger movement to the downside right now. So let's go to the daily. The daily is super nice from a market structure perspective. Look at this. We're creating those lower lows and lower highs. Right now we are at equal low. So let's see if the market will retrace from here. So we have here definitely a high chance that the GBPUSD will respect this level and that we're going to see that movement to the upside. Definitely possible. So something like this. But I expect more than likely that this is not going to be the case. I expect right now more than likely to break these lows. Okay. Let me check the 4 hours. Look here, guys. I explained to you that those levels are levels of liquidity from my point of view. That was that demand level. Here we had level of demand. As you can see, and also here, as you can see, the market was just spiking through those levels like this. Okay, always retesting them, but just breaking them. Why? Because it was just a free source of liquidity here. Free source of liquidity. This is why the market likes to go to the downside. I'm still super bearish right now. However, we're approaching right now some lows, but I do not expect that the market from here will give us that movement to the upside. Of course, it is possible. Why not? Why actually not? I still expect that we are in that bearish movement and we should go down lower. Also here, the market did not broke any structure. We're still in this lower low right now, just equal low. That's the only thing right now which could be a little bit dangerous, that the market will give us movement like this. But we still have the chance that the market will give us movement like this. So yeah, let's see. Like I explained to you, from a higher time frame perspective, it looks like we're going to just continue moving down lower. The weekly is telling us that story. The daily, in this case, has just provided that stronger retracement between the 0.618 and the 0.786. And right now we are still in that impulse, right? And that impulse should bring us right now a little bit lower. And this is around that level of the minus 272. It's that target that I'm looking for. I'm still looking for that movement to the downside. Look here, perfect low to this one. So definitely an area which the market should test. Okay. So let's see, guys, how everything will be developed in the near future. That was the video for today. A little bit more technical, so really technical, more into the depth of the lower time frames. So hopefully you like this new approach on the YouTube videos. Just write me a little bit of feedback if you enjoyed the video. just feel free to write it down in the comment section if you liked that video or if not. And please leave a like to support me, and see you then, of course, in the next video. Right now you have the chance to click here in the middle to subscribe to my YouTube channel to not miss any new videos. On the right and on the left side you have my educational playlist plus my latest videos. And don't forget to check out the inner circle if you're looking to trade with me. See you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.